G'day everyone, just wanted to do a quick little video on an ESC I picked up for one of my boats. Doesn't seem to be much information out there on these. These are a new option offered by Hobbywing for marine applications. This is the Seaking 300 amp V4. It's capable of 14S, so quite a substantial ESC. It seems most manufacturers have been hesitant to provide high voltage ESCs for whatever reason. There's mobs like Flyer. There's another mob, they make the Swordfish ESCs. I can't remember what their brand name is off the top of my head. I've got one in one of my boats, and it's a nice big, I think 1700 millimeter big catamaran running 12S, and that was quite expensive, that ESC. And last time I went to use it, it actually started to run away on me, which was, you know, not cool. Honestly, I was lucky it cut out, and I was able to go out and retrieve the boat. So definitely not running that again. In my opinion, the best ESC that I've used and seen on the market from Castle Creations, their Hydra ESCs, based on the XLX2 platforms. Those are beasts. I've run just with the air cooling, not even water cooled them, and they're happy to push big amperage up to 8S. I actually modified an XLX2 to be water cooled before they brought out the Hydras, and that's a fantastic ESC. However, limited to 8S. So the motor I have in that boat is, I think, around 600 kV, 580 kV, something like that. So it needs some voltage to actually get that motor spinning up to its correct speeds. So quick look, doesn't seem to be much online showing the actual ESC. There's a couple of videos here and there, but no in-depth looks and explanations. Like I said, this is the 300 amp variant offered. They do make a 200 amp version of the ESC. I'm not sure what voltage that one's capable of, but this, like I said, is the 300 amper. So out of the box, decently packaged, as you'd come to expect, just like any other Seaking ESC, typical box. Bit difficult with one hand here, but let's get this sucker out of the packaging. So you get the ESC, which I'll have a quick look at in a moment, book of words, stickers, and a nice aluminium mounting plate, actually. So yeah, there's actually mounting holes on the base of that ESC. That's quite nice, actually. So that'll make life easy. Nice on-off button. I would anticipate that's probably waterproof. Hobbywing buttons are usually quite nice anyway, I've found, in all their ESCs. In the hand, quite beastie. I think it weighs around 400 grams. Have a quick look here. Turn these bad boys on and have a look, eh? 432 grams, there we go. Huge water cooling, heatsink inlet and outlet. I think it probably runs a 6mm hose, something like that. Nice big caps. What are they? Do they actually have the voltage ratings on them? What are they? They're 680 UF, 63 volts. There you go. So yeah, they're nice and tidy. Power wires coming out the top here. I guess that's because of the way it's sealed up. I would have liked to have seen them come out probably the face would have been nicer to keep a lower profile that way. But nice 8-gauge silicon wire on here. 8mm bullets. And yeah, it's quite beefy, eh? It feels nice. All metal construction. Nice heat sinks all over it. I think it's going to be a nice bit of kit. It's got Bluetooth as well, so you can download the app and tune this on your phone via the Hobbywing app. No need to fiddle with a set button or an actual separate program card. As I understand it, it's got data logging on there, so that's great. When I get it into a boat and give it a run in the next video, we'll go over that a bit more. But I suppose just the last thing just to go over with it is just a few of the specifications. Here's the manual. Open this up. Now, this is something I was aware of when I saw it, but Ironclad RC actually mentioned this as well, which I thought was interesting. Got all your different running modes there, which is great. Voltage cutoffs, cutoff voltages, you can turn that off up to 8.4 volts on the BEC. Punch settings. Now the timing, this is what I wanted to talk about. The minimum here is 10 degrees. So typically Y-wind motors, no problems. You can give them good amounts of timing. But D-wind motors generally don't like timing. So you're going to have to be careful about what motor you choose to run this with. Otherwise you could cook it. So you really don't want to have that problem. So I would probably be recommending that you stick with a Y-wind motor for this ESC. I just noticed even with like Triple S motors, they've just brought out their new V2 series, and a lot of the KVs which used to be Y-wind in the V1s are now a D-wind. Quite often the higher KV motors are all D-wind. So yeah, you really need to just make sure you know your stuff and you pick the correct motor for your application. So beyond that, the only other thing I kind of liked was this auxiliary function. This works with parameters 2, 7, and 9. So you can actually set it up. Where are we? You've actually got this second wire here. So you can plug that onto a separate channel, and via a switch on your radio you can adjust max reverse force, punch, and number 9 was drag brake. Now, I don't think you're really going to have drag brake in a boat. Some of these are funny options to have in a marine ESC. But definitely having punch control on a button, that could be handy, especially just for the initial tuning side of things. Might not be something you'd use all the time, but yeah, it does have that option and feature. So beyond that, the rest is just very standard Hobbywing instructions here. So yeah, all in all, like I said, the ESC itself, I'm very happy with. I picked it up for a little over, I think about $440 with a eBay voucher here in Australia. So as far as pricing goes, I'd love it to be cheaper, but I think it's fair. I don't know what that is. There's a little rubber thing there on the front there. Also, I wonder what you can plug into that. No doubt probably a programmer, I would say. So you probably do have the function to be able to do that as well. Don't quote me on that though. But anyway, guys, that's enough from me. Like I said, the proof of the pudding will be in the eating. We'll get it installed and see how it runs. I was thinking about just going to the Castle Creations and getting a fresh motor in that boat and dialing it back from 12S to 8S. But I saw this, and it's a little bit cheaper than the Hydras. So I thought, well, we'll give it a go. The Seaking 180s are usually a fairly reliable ESC when you get the good ones. Sometimes you can get the cheap knockoff. I don't know if they're knockoffs, but they're sort of like an OEM sort of variant, not actual like retail. I don't know how to explain that, but I've had a couple of Seaking 180s which are labeled differently, and I just haven't had the same performance from them. Caps have swelled up, and I just don't think the quality is there. So, like I said, we'll give this a good red hot rip, and I'm interested to see the logging and see what she can do. So that's it from me, and thanks for watching, and I hope that bit of information is helpful to someone. All right, have a good one. Bye.